back, everyone, to another episode of Young Justice. This is Season 3, Episode 18, Early Warning. Project Rutabaga. Rutabaga. Oh my god. Okay. uh, it was sometime in the early season, the first couple episodes when, or maybe it was like, I think it was like episode 9 or something. Basically when, the light all was together again. Or no, it was the Vandal Savage episode, that's right. Um, he was talking to Lex about, hey, there's invaders coming, we need to stop them. And he's trying to figure out who can help stop the alien onslaught. And they mentioned that Clarion he's dealing with Project Rutabaga right now. And so it looks like we're going to delve into that today. Um, Warning, I have seen a couple of screen caps and stuff. This is Friday, I'm recording. I had a very busy week, so I didn't have time. So I don't know what happens in the episode. I just know it will have Clarion in it. Zatanna is featuring pretty heavily, and not much else, to be honest. So let's just see what this episode's about.
This is Courtney Whitmore, your very own
I
Stargirl.
wonder if she's gonna turn into Stargirl
Reporting on
ever,
Stars, the
or maybe like in
Outsiders,
the future
led by
season if
Beast
they get
Boy,
one.
aka Space Trek star Garfield Logan.
It seems
the
like she's
Outsiders
not
include
part
Geoforce,
of it,
better
no.
known as Meta Prince Brion of Markovia.
Violet, a moment, please. I have difficult news.
Did Brion find out Gabriel Dow helped kill his parents?
No.
my
This
God.
is about your origins.
Oh, you mean that I am Gabriel's corpse brought back to life by the living energy of a dead mother box?
I'm sorry, Violet, but you're dying.
What?
But your cells are not regenerating as they should. Every time you use your violet aura to
Yeah.
heal a new wound, it is at the expense of your overall health.
Oh wow.
I've been consulting with my mentor, and I truly believe
your
we'll
mentor?
have a solution soon. So it's up to you whether we worry the others with your current diagnosis. In a week or two, we may have much better news.
Yes, I suppose we should wait.
You should tell them.
The Outsiders, or in any case those...
Stop.
What the heck is going on?
Project Cucumber's right on schedule.
Project Cucumber.
Rutabaga, stop trying to ruin my fun, Tico.
He's such a
And
great
what's
character.
more fun than tormenting children? Yes, tormenting puppies is fun, but I wouldn't say it's more fun.
I was gonna say I want him in Shazam sequel.
Quiet! I know what to
I feel like
do.
he'll be a really good magical enemy. Set
That's
up
right.
the Lords of
I
Order
use
chaos.
magic as a catalyst to activate the metagene in kidnapped teenagers. Truth is, none of
Jeez.
the metas we've created have been that much fun. Not separately, anyway.
No. What are they doing?
Now that's
God.
Rutabaga!
This show.
Oh, man, yeah. I'm sorry. I totally spaced. And Mrs. Garrick was so crashed, too.
Oh my God.
But we've got another problem.
What?
Cuban authorities incoming.
They just
Clarion
casually
gave us to go
mentioning
for
that
any authority. Geoforce,
Joan
keep the
Garrick
Cubans at
died.
bay.
Flesh monster. Jesus Christ.
Did you see that?
Just-
Oh, fine time for you to be knocked unconscious by an elephant.
This show's freaking dark.
Yes! Zatanna's in the house!
Pack off, pack again.
Beast Boy!
Oh my God. What do you do to him?
And contain.
Okay, there's Beast Boy.
Ow! A green hornet!
Green horse. fuck is he doing to these people? Okay, as long as everyone's safe. Damn.
That doesn't belong to you!
What'd she do?
What punishments can we devise for
She
living
teleport
this
them to the
so naughty
tower?
thing? Look around. At what? This place is familiar.
Yeah, the Tower of Fate.
The Tower of Fate. Still in the tower? Dang it! The
Yeah.
tower? Dang it!
The cat.
All clear. Let the Cubans in.
Are these gills? You can't breathe.
She needs some milk. I mean, she has to dump her in the water, but also like, just tossed her in.
Healthy, I guess.
Whoa, that's got a kick.
Oh my god.
So does this. Go ahead. Can't hurt to try it.
My god, what is happening this
Or
episode?
is this a...
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on?
I have a boyfriend. So do I.
Here, give it a shot. Put it down!
Vi, what are you doing? Drop it!
Oh my god. What the fuck? This show.
Todos somos outsiders. We are all outsiders.
We are all outsiders. We are all outsiders.
We are all
What is happening this episode? Nice.
Good. Use your opponent's momentum.
I mean, she's trained with League of Assassins, so she's probably good. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
It's all right. You can't expect
You're wearing
to
the same
improve
colors
every
as
attack
him.
Overnight. Okay, let's try again. But don't just focus on my eyes. That might work against an untrained fighter, but not against an experienced foe. Be aware of my entire body.
I'll make sure she gets home.
Jesus.
Thanks,
Oh my
Megan.
God.
Say hi to Snapper for me.
Sure. Could I ask what's happening with Harper Row?
We called her father, after checking our drunk tank to make sure he wasn't already here.
And?
We left a message, but Harper's staying in a holding cell until dear old Dad comes to get her.
You want to tell me what happened? Or why?
Jesus, there's so many freaking storylines going on right now.
I want in.
Ooh.
You want in?
Yeah, in. To the outsiders.
Seriously? You were never into the whole hero thing.
I know, but the three of us were talking after the funeral. And this is something I need to do. For the
Why?
kids here.
Well, what part of We Got You Covered didn't cover them? Them especially.
You guys are great, but Brion's a prince and Guard's a TV star. You
Oh.
three are clearly legacies. And the kids here just don't know you.
Great. Thanks.
Sorry, but
Like
they
relatability
need
factor.
to see one of their own on the squad.
As of right now, the Outsiders are bigger than the Justice League.
Bigger than the Justice League?
Noted.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm just okay, I woke up really early today. I had to do some errands and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I decided to film some episodes. So I don't know if it's that or what, but this episode was very all over the place, and I don't know, it just felt there was like a lack of energy for me, I don't know if it was my energy was low or the episode just didn't. I don't know. There's something about it. I'm getting more and more used to the Outsiders group, as they're called. I personally still disagree with being called the Outsiders, but I'm getting used to them being a team together. However they want to be called, I'm okay with them as a group. Um, and so, yeah, I like the idea that they're all public figures and, they're kind of celebrity superheroes almost. Um, like what kind of how what's his face? Eduardo was saying at the end, Beast Boy's a celebrity and Brion's a prince and everyone, there's people that have got legacy, like there's the Flash, Kid Flash, and all that stuff. So I get it. Um, and I get where Ed's coming from. They need like the common person going because no one really knows who Static is. So they need to have like someone they can look up to, like, oh, that's, I come from the streets too, kind of thing. So I appreciate that. Um, what else happened this episode? Violet. What the fuck is going on with that girl or them? You know, first we learned that um, they're okay. Again, I don't know what pronouns they're going by, but I'm just gonna continue using she, her, because they haven't told us otherwise. But first off, we were told that her body's shutting down basically because um, the more that it's kind of that classic trope, but the more the character is healing, the more it's like reducing the lifespan kind of thing. Um, so that makes sense. It's complicated because she is such a focus this season. Um, it kind of feels overboard with some of the stuff that we're dealing with her. But on the other hand, um, I don't know. It's just sometimes I wish that like Forager or Brion would get some more spotlight. Brion he's part of the Outsiders team, but he's not like a main player. Beast Boy is our Outsiders person. We have Violet. Halo is doing her thing on, in that sphere, and then we have Artemis as sort of our third character. We have those three characters are our main focuses this season, and so we already know Artemis a lot because she's been here since season one. We know Beast Boy a little bit. He's got a couple episodes here and there devoted to him, and so we kind of understand it. But I think we have a good balance of like who he is, and we're developing a story at a good pace. It just feels like Violet. Maybe it's for making up for lack of making up for lost time that we didn't have with her in the first two seasons, or maybe it's just that I don't really know what, but it just feels a bit overboard sometimes with her storylines. Um, but wrapping back around to the fact that she's dying, um, I think the positive side to this new plot point with her is that it kind of nerfs her a little bit because she is I've said it before and I'll gladly say it again. She is like definitely top five strongest characters in this universe. Like, there's like Superman, Doctor Fate, and then Halo. like definitely in that sphere of power. Dark Side, like she's up there with those kinds of people. Um, so I'm okay with it being a storyline for her. All my problem is that um, more that she is like our diversity hire, it feels like. She's a girl, she's uh, brown, and she's like Muslim-ish, but she's not really because she's not practicing Muslim. She's a refugee. She's a commoner, or like she's the common people, and she's part alien. And she's genderqueer, and now some sort of bi pan or something. It's like I just wish that the storylines were being split up more among the characters. That's my problem with this episode, is that well, there's two things wrong with this episode for me. One, there were way too many things going on, and two, there was way too much going on with Violet. But that's more of a overall season character thing, not necessarily this episode. Um, so yeah, continuing with Violet in this episode, she was, hanging out with Harper, and Harper apparently a lesbian, or some sort of woman-loving, woman identifying character, um, which I'm okay with. Again, I'm glad we had an explicit LGBT moment. Thank you. I'll give you props for that. Okay, you guys did good. The bad point is, um, uh, they're both cheating now, or portraying LGBT as non-monogamous, kind of cheating situation, and two, portraying them as just bad influences. I mean, they're underage drinking, shooting firearms, hanging out, like, getting in trouble with the cops. It's like, it's a double-edged sword. I don't know. Sometimes I wish these writers would just put a little bit more thought into what stories they are telling. Um, yeah, you guys can read up on all the Halo sort of drama and controversy is the word. Um, from the first half of the season, you could definitely find articles and blog posts about all the things that are kind of iffy about her and about Vic even also. Just the way they're treating their minority characters on the show. Um, and this episode doesn't do too much to help. That's basically my big point. I've been rambling for the last 5 minutes. But what are the storylines? I want to talk about Terra and Artemis. Um, Terra, I'm liking her so far. I still do not trust her. I am waiting for the betrayal to happen still. However, this is probably the, barring the original Teen Titans show where I first got introduced to her, this is probably the closest I've gotten to that where I actually feel comfortable with her. And there's a part of me that's like, maybe she'll be a good guy, in Judas Contract and the recent animated movie that came out, they'd made it pretty clear. No, she's a bad guy. Like, they don't even try to like play it off like, oh, maybe she could be turned. No, she's just a bad guy through and through. The original Teen Titans show, they do a good job and they do kind of redeem her at the end. But throughout they do a really good job of this tumultuous storytelling of will she, won't she, and I feel like they're doing a decent job here. I still do not trust her. For the moment that we got mentioned that Princess Tara and all that stuff, and I started researching, and it's like, okay, that's Terra. I did not trust her at all, and my fears, it's been well founded, which is good. They're sticking to the story. Um, However, some of these beats that we're getting recently with her sort of having flashbacks, it's good that we're kind of seeing the good side of her too, because now it's making me second guess. Maybe she will, maybe she'll turn out good in this universe. I mean, every universe is different, and so maybe this is the one, this is the one Earth that Terra turns out to be a good guy. Um, so I'd be really impressed if they went that route. If they did actually flip the script and make Terra just stay a good guy this whole time, like she betrays Deathstroke in the end. Um, but yeah, I thought it was good that they had that moment with Artemis because they do wear the same colors, Artemis and Deathstroke, that orange and black. So that was sort of a nice visual storytelling thing of like she getting PTSD because this orange and black mentor trainer is attacking her, and the sort of differences between Deathstroke's very regimented, he's a soldier, versus Artemis, who is very much she's a caring, she's gonna be a teacher, so like she's very caring and maternal. Um, I'm sure there's other things I want to talk about. Dr. Fate's, the tower, what's going on with Clarion? Is he stuck there now, or is that just a gag? Zatanna was awesome. But yeah, post your thoughts in the comments below. This red light says I have to go, so I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. And please let me know what you thought of this episode. I'm conflicted still. The second half is turning out very strange. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next